Hello and welcome to Monday on Bad Dog Comedy TV, live on YouTube and Ayaka's Kitchen. Now please welcome your host, Ayaka.
Hello! Hello! Hey everybody, how are you doing? So there's another joke here, big joke, big ha ha ha! So someone goes, knock knock, and I go, who's there? None! None who? None the bread! None the bread who? None of you beginners! And I go, boo! That's so mean! And none goes, no, none of you beginners! And I go, that's so mean! You know what? I can be mean too sometimes because I'm a toast, I'm a toast, I'm a toast, and I'm a toast. I'm a kick-ass toast and I'm a bad toast. I'm really bad. I'm bad. I'm really bad. I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy. I'm really bad. Hi everyone. Sorry, Toast is being bad again. And it's not even that bad, is it? He's like, oh, I'm a kick-ass toast. And I'm like, no, you're just regular toast. And also that joke was recycled. That joke was used in one of the Indian episode and Amen's episode. And yeah, so Toast, you failed. Hi, I'm Ayaka. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. Yeah, today it's kind of like another Indian episode, but not quite. It's going to be Indian and Pakistani mixed with other things, and it's going to be a fun episode. So yeah, let's just have the guests come over and then get started. So I'm going to introduce Andrea.
Hi. Hello. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, thank you for coming.
I'm such a fan of Toast. I've been on a show with Toast. In another show, I was in a show with Toast, and huge fan of Toast.
Oh, Toast got oh my.
Toast is getting famous. Toast is all around the world famous.
All around, yeah, it's on YouTube. That means anyone can watch from anywhere in the world. So okay, yeah. I'll tell him, but like don't tell him like too many good things about him because then he'll be like, I'm great, and like no, you're not. So like
I don't want to butter him up too much. Yeah. I don't
wanna you came up with that plan. Okay, great. All right, Andrea. Yeah, I'm so excited to have you over in my kitchen on the other side of this screen, and hear all your stories. So yeah, first I would like to ask you, what is your background?
So I'm a first-generation Canadian. My parents are from Karachi, Pakistan. And then it's so much more complicated than that. So my mom's dad is from Scotland, and but he was born actually in Kenya. Oh, wow. My family's like that. And then my grandma is half English and half East Indian on my mom's side. And then on my dad's side, they're from a place. My grandparents are from a place my grandma's from a place called Goa, which is Portuguese. So there's a lot of Portuguese influence in there. So I'm Portuguese and East Indian, and my grandpa, my dad's side, is English and East Indian. I'm very mixed. I'm like fusion. I'm a fusion dish.
Yourself is a fusion dish. Yeah. Well, wait, where is Goa?
Goa is the south. It's like southwest India. It's like on the point. It's very beautiful, apparently. Good like resort beaches and stuff like that.
And why is there Portuguese? You say Portuguese?
Because of colonialism, yeah. Because of colonialism. My family is heavily influenced by a mixture of colonialism and
that's different. Yeah, it sounds like I had no idea there's like a Portuguese influence in India, parts of it. I had no idea.
Goa was a big Portuguese influence in there, and I know my great grandpa is Portuguese. I also have Ethiopian somehow in my family. I have a lot.
Yeah, wow. I see like many Indian people live in England, so I see that connection.
Yeah. I
And
have family there too. Yeah.
Oh,
Family
really?
Yeah. I have family everywhere. I have family in San Francisco and South Africa, everywhere.
Oh my God, so many places. I just remembered. I watched Bend It Like Beckham when I was in
Oh,
ESL, and my
yeah.
teacher was like, "You have to watch this." And then that's like the movie. I was like, "What in India, England? What?" Like I did not know. Like coming from Japan, I did not know like many people move around or like so many
Yeah.
different like ethnicities living in like English speaking countries. Like I did not know. And then like watching that movie and like having a huge like Indian wedding or like something like that in a movie, I was like, wow, this is amazing. That's how I learned people migrate.
Yeah.
That's the movie.
Bend It Like Beckham. Yeah. And actually England, like every time I go visit my family there, they have amazing curries and rices there. Cause like authentic stuff from like, So yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
was saying like curry is actually from England, from people like from India moved to England and then they started making curry there. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so. That is true, but that's weird. Yeah, I don't know. And then they brought it back to them in India. Like my all I ate growing up, and I think all my mom ate growing up was like curry and rice. So and like biryani, which is like which is spoiler alert, the dish.
Yes, spoiler.
But it's like I really love. I love fried rices from any nation. Oh, it's so good.
Biryani. Yes, it is crazy. I usually plate those things I order from and then like make it nice and TV ready and stuff. But this one I thought it was like so cool. Look at this edge. It's like on top. It's like 1 centimeter to almost 2 centimeters like on top of this. And I was like, oh my God, this is like very much like Indian Pakistani style. Just like, okay, have this much food.
Have all the food. Yeah, that's how. If you leave my mom's house, that's how much food you'll leave.
Really, and it's heavy. It's like so like it's heavy.
Yeah. Also, like, Indian food's very. I love it, but I grew up eating it every day, and then I stopped kind of eating it when I moved out a little bit, and it's very heavy food. It's like heavy and rich, really rich food. So like when I go back home and I'm eating it, I'm like often like, oh, that's so much food. I needed a curry break.
Break from curry. Yeah, it's funny because like lots of Indian food are vegetarian as well, but it's so rich. And like for me, like thinking like vegetarian food doesn't fill me up. That's not true at all in like Indian cuisine. Like I get so like full with just like vegetables. And it's amazing. Yeah. And you said like this like Kenya, Ethiopia, like what's this like African part of your family? How?
So my grandpa actually used to have diamond mines. But he also my grandma, like my mom is his third wife. He had a very scandalous life. So he had 2 wives before.
Like rock and roll.
He was kind of a rock and roll guy. And he lived he lived in South Africa, and he lived in Africa, and his family was in Africa with diamond mines. So that's where my grandpa and he was born in like 1901 in Kenya. So he was much older than my grandma. Scandalous.
So that's the same grandpa who was in Kenya and then also like South Africa, like same grandpa?
So eventually he moved to Pakistan, and he met my grandma in Pakistan. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Like Africa is Africa, but like from Kenya to South Africa is really far as well. It's like I don't know.
He lived all over that. Because he also lived in Scotland. He lived in Pakistan. He lived in India. He was all over the place. He was like, he was rich, but then he wasn't rich by the time he married my grandma. And then they had 8 kids, and then he died when they were when my mom was like 12. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, that's the other thing about my mom's cooking. This is my favorite thing she made when we were growing up. It was like a special occasion. She'd make it for special occasions.
Yeah.
But she's very like thrifty with her cooking because she grew up very poor once her father died. So she was actually a World Vision kid for a little bit.
What's that mean?
So she was like, you could be sponsored by like a family in North America.
Oh, I see.
And they'd help pay for food and stuff. So my mom's really good at like making food with what she has. Like she can make a curry out of anything. Yeah.
That's a skill. Yeah. Wow. So biryani, am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
Biryani is your like special food that came from like your growing up, your mom cooking and all that kind of stuff.
You know,
Okay.
like, when your mom, when you have guests over and your mom makes like her best meal.
Mm-hmm.
This is my mom's like best meal for when guests are coming over.
Oh, so special, so nice, very very nice. So I got this biryani from Banjara on Galore. So yeah, Sean, do you know Banjara? You can type Banjara. So everyone support Banjara, and also Andrea got it from somewhere else.
I was just craving it. I was like, I have to have it. So I got Taza kebab. I don't know where it's located, but it was on Uber Eats, and it's very just like how they served you so much food. Mine was like the biryani was like $10, and there's so much food. There's so much like it's gonna be 3 meals. It's great.
Awesome. Yeah, let's support local businesses and it's great. So tell me a little bit about biryani. What's in it? Why is this color? What's in here?
So I'm going to tell you a bit about how my mom makes biryani. One of the reasons I like it. So it's basically curry mixed into rice, and then it's like a kind of like a fried rice, which, like I was saying before, I really love fried rice from like any ethnicity has the best fried
Cuisine.
rice. Like Chinese fried rice, Korean fried rice, Thai fried rice. I love all of them. So this is the Indian Pakistani version of fried rice, I'd say. And it's got a lot of spices and stuff. And the thing about when my mom cooked it, she cooked it all day long. So like she cooked it from morning to night. So like our whole house, and we'd smell like curry. All our clothes would smell like curry. I didn't mind. I was like, I love curry. So I'm like, I don't mind. And another thing my mom did to make it really special for us as kids, and then it's like if a restaurant does this, I know I'm gonna like it. She food colored the rice, so she'd have like 6 different color rices in the
what?
Yeah, she'd have pink rice and blue rice. And like, it was very fun. So I think she did that more because like we're kids and we're like, but even when she had company over, so it would take her so long to make her one dish of biryani. It would be from like morning to like right before friends were coming over. Yeah. So she colored it. Also, biryani. I should have told you this when you ordered it. There's a yogurt kind of thing you put on it called raita.
I don't think they gave me that.
Yeah, they should some restaurants used to give it to you before for free, and now you have to order it separately. I'm like, that's not good. It should be like something they give for free. But sometimes the biryani is quite spicy, so to like kind of like subdue the spice a little bit, you can add raita to it. Yeah.
Well, I haven't tasted this at all, and I'm super excited to try it. Do you think it's gonna be very spicy?
From Banjara, maybe. Also, when you're putting it in there, maybe there's like all these like little spice balls. Be careful of you don't want to eat those spice balls. Just so you know.
Spice balls, like actual balls.
They're like I can't seeds. They're almost like seeds in there.
Okay, I'm gonna dig in for that for sure. Wait, I see one. Oh wait, is that?
Don't eat that.
This? There's like something.
That is probably my least favorite thing about biryani. Yeah, it might, or that might be chicken. No, I think that's it.
No, it's like some kind of nuts. I don't know.
Okay. That's another thing. In Indian biryani, sometimes they'll put in nuts and raisins and things like that. In Pakistani biryani, they don't do that. So
okay, I don't know if it is nuts. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. It looks like seeds.
If it's seeds, it's good. Yeah, don't eat that. If it's a seed,
I won't touch it. But they're so generous. They gave me like huge pieces of chicken, so I'm gonna actually cut them. And put it in sushi. And then there's like some. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say my mom. The other thing she does different is she puts potatoes in it, which I really like.
Oh yeah, that would be so good.
Yeah. So it's. That's the other thing is like I'm so picky about biryani because I think my mom is a really good she's a really good cook. She cooks really good food. So every time I eat a biryani, I'm like, it's okay, but it's not like my mom.
If she takes all day to cook, it must be good.
Yeah.
And there's like some I don't know, is it vegetables? There's some like green things in there. What's in there?
It's probably just coriander.
Oh,
Or,
okay. Oh, that
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah, and stuff like that. That's the other thing. Like you either can get a vegetable curry or a vegetable biryani, but what I noticed about like eating healthy as a kid is it was like all meat and rice, and then you have to like remember to get vegetables. Like
Yeah.
so my mom would have to like sneak vegetables into things, but yeah.
Oh, smart. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Things that you already like, and okay, here's vegetables as well. If you want to eat this dish, you have to also eat this
you
vegetable.
also have to eat this because we're not vegetarian. We're Catholic, and there's a very small percentage of like Indian and Pakistani people who are in Karachi, where my parents are from. It's only like 13% Catholic people there.
Yeah.
So they. Yeah, I don't know. I know there's like a difference even between like if you have like a Muslim made biryani compared to like a Catholic. My mom says there's a difference. Or she also goes, this tastes like a Goan curry. She can like taste the curry and know where the curry is from, and I'm like, that's
wow.
Amazing. How do you know that?
Yeah, that's amazing. What's the difference though? Like different spices or?
Yeah, I think Goan curries are like they have sometimes a hint of like coconut in it.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah. And then Pakistani curry compared to Indian curry, what I've noticed is it's a bit spicier. Pakistani curry. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, but like we were saying before the show, I was telling you because you're like, is there a difference between and why is there so much overlap between Pakistani and Indian food? Is because they were essentially one country until like I'm gonna say a date wrong, and someone can quote me on the internet, whatever. But it was like around like the 1940s they became independent. So like there's a lot of crossovers between like foods. Like food basically if you go to an Indian restaurant, a Pakistani restaurant, it's quite similar. I couldn't even tell you a Pakistani dish that wasn't an Indian dish, in fact. So like I grew up on curries and rices and naans and parathas and samosas. Those are all like things I grew up with too.
Yeah. I've been to Lahaie Tikka House in Toronto East End. And that is the Pakistani restaurant like I'm familiar with. But now I think about it, I feel like everything I have seen and I have ordered is like, I have seen that at like Indian food restaurant or something. They must have something different, but I haven't noticed.
I think the difference is also Seann, thank you so much, in our private chat told us it was 1947. So I was pretty close. In my head I was thinking 1946 for
after the war.
Yeah, after the war. When colonialism started to loosen its grip a little. And that's the other thing, like my background is there's so much Indian and Pakistani in it, like that I honestly couldn't tell you the difference between certain foods, except my mom, I was talking to my mom before this to ask her, and then she said it's like the execution of how certain, like, so in Indian biryani will have more, is it rolling well?
I am rolling.
Is it sticking though? Because it's basmati rice. I don't know how.
But I use the sushi rice outside, so hopefully that will stick around. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So my mom was saying it's just like the execution of how they make certain things. So like, it's staying.
Yes, it is a roll.
I'm so excited for you to eat it. Because I was like, it's interesting mix of flavors. And so Indian biryani, I know sometimes they will put like nuts and like raisins and stuff, which I really do not like. And then I don't like that. But and Pakistani, it's just a little bit spicier sometimes. And sometimes we'll put potatoes in it depending the person.
Yeah, potatoes sounds really good. I'm a potato gal.
Me too. Potato and bread.
Yeah. And you said you're Catholic, so how was it like you grew up in Alberta, Canada? Is that right? Yeah. So how was it growing up there?
I would say I never noticed how hard it was until I moved to Toronto, because Toronto is such a beautiful mixture of like different kinds of people. And in Calgary, I felt like I was trying to like hide my ethnicity to a certain extent to like fit in, because there wasn't very many Pakistani Scottish people that there. So it was hard, but there's like a part of Calgary, the northeast of Calgary, that has all the Indian restaurants and the grocery shops.
Really?
And stuff. So like when my parents like want to go get authentic stuff or like feel it a little bit at home in Calgary, they go visit this area. But yeah, it's Calgary. It was hard to grow up not like everybody else there, but I also really appreciate it now because I don't know, I think I just love my parents and like how they never shied away from who they were, and like in Calgary.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so
oh, that's beautiful.
This looks so good, Ayaka.
Yeah, it's rolling. It's almost there.
Yeah.
So Calgary is mostly white. Is how I picture it.
Mostly, there's like a good representation from Filipino people there. I knew a lot of Filipinos.
Really?
Yeah, and when I went to high school, and then certain sections of the city are more ethnic than others. But I grew up in a very like white area of Calgary. Yeah, and my high school, I was like very white, and the cool thing about moving to Toronto is like it's really given me an opportunity to like embrace my ethnicity and like and see different ways people are doing that here, and like it really has helped me grow as a person. So I sometimes I'm like I wish I grew up in Toronto because like just people seem a lot more open and about who they are here.
Yeah, that was my next question. So how do you feel in Toronto? So I feel the same. I grew up in Japan, but I moved to BC, where it's mostly white people, and they're all nice to me.
Where in BC did you live?
I lived in a place called Nanaimo, Vancouver Island.
Beautiful, yeah,
beautiful place. But like how I felt was like, I need to hide that I'm from Japan, or I need to blend in more, is how I felt. And now here, look at me in Toronto, like I'm Japanese, like, so I feel that how you're feeling, like I feel that, but you were there for a lot longer than like I was in Japan for most of my life before that. So that's great.
It's cool that like because before Calgary I lived in Winnipeg, which is another
really?
Yeah, I was born in Winnipeg, so
okay.
I lived in quite white places, and I never knew. We always had like a lot of like family friends who are Pakistani too, so like that was how I would engage with the culture. But I've never been so like free, like even to be on a show like this and get to talk to you about my ethnicity and about like the things I grew up. I would never have these opportunities in Calgary, so it's like just nicer to have like it feels more like home here because I can just be more myself here. Yeah.
Oh, your song from Diversity Showcase that happened at the Second City, 51 Mercer Street. Rest in peace.
You helped me write that.
Yeah, do you remember? Like the chorus goes, "You do you, boo." Like,
I'll do me. Yeah, I do remember. I loved working on that with you. You made it because in my head it was such a big concept. I was like, I don't know what this is, and they were like, "What if we do this?" And I was like, "This is great." Yeah.
That was so beautiful because like the diversity, if people watching this don't know what it is, diversity showcase is like, okay, like you have like diverse background and then let's make a show together. And Andrea wrote this song like, everyone's different, but we can unite together, and then like, but still we have unique voices, and that was such a beautiful concept, and then you performed it so well. So thank you for doing that from all of us diverse background people.
Thank you. That was such a cool program in that I got to meet so many people who really helped me. They helped me, and you include, just like really helped me with my voice, like, and helped me like be able to like talk about my race in a way that I had never been allowed to growing up. So like, it was such a cool opportunity. And to get to write a song for the Second City stage, it was like a dream come true for me. So
that was fun. Yeah. And you do have like it's not just like me being like, okay, I'm diverse because I'm not from here. You have like so many different elements in you that is like like you cannot categorize. We cannot categorize you like, okay, you are Pakistani. Oh no, wait, you are Indian. No, wait, you have like you're Catholic. Like that is it's so cool. It's so cool.
I love being Canadian for that reason, I think, because there's like so many different versions of every race here. Like everybody's like, and so like, I don't know. I hate when people ask me like, because you're asking me for sure how to phrase it, like, what are you? Or like, where are you from? Because I'm like, it's so like rich and deep, and like there's so much story to it that I can't just answer it in a one sentence thing sometimes. So I'm like, I pulled down a whole family chart, family tree. But it's cool. I used to I hate to say that I was like ashamed of it when I was younger, but now I just like embrace it a lot more, and I'm so proud of it now. So
that's so beautiful. I love it. I was in Chicago, I think, and then oh my gosh, I might have said this in this show at some point before. Now I think about it, but like I asked the Uber driver, like she had very thick accent, and I was like so interested, and like, where are you from or something? I asked, and not thinking that's offensive, and she was like, I'm from America, with like really thick accent, and I'm like, but you have an accent or like something. I was like, now I'm feeling so uncomfortable. I asked the wrong question. But like, she was like, no, I'm from here. I lived here for so long. I'm American. But like nowadays in Canada, I don't know about America now, like, my family is from here, or like my grandma's from here. Like people are more open, and like we respect that. Like, you have like unique background. Let's hear it. I'm interested. But back then in America, that was like just 5 years ago. But like, no, once I'm in America, I'm American. Like, I'm not gonna talk about my background. No, I'm not from Eastern Europe. I'm not gonna talk about it. So,
I have family in America. I have and they immigrated. So my dad came straight to Canada, and then my family went to San Francisco. His brothers went to San Francisco, and they are totally like that. They're like, I'm American, and they don't even like talking about like Pakistan at all. And my mom and my dad love telling stories about like when they're back in Pakistan, and I was like, that's so important to me to like tell my kids one day, or like to like pass on even through the comedy and like the writing I'm doing. So I wish I'm glad I'm not American.
I feel it's healthier for me anyway. I experienced that in BC, not that I was forced not to say I'm Japanese, but like I just felt that way. And now I'm more open. I like to talk about Japan. I feel healthier. Like I don't have to hide myself.
I tried to explain that to I'm trying to get my parents to move here like all the time. So I'm trying to explain to them that difference about like how nice it is to be around like other mixed people and just like other races, and like how like the freedom it gives me personally, and maybe the freedom that it could give them too. And they also have like a lot of high school friends in Toronto. So if you're watching this, like please just move to Toronto. I don't know.
It's nice. Toronto's nice. So I do have the roll here, and how would you call it, Andrea?
It looks so beautiful. I'd call it instead of California wraps, I'd call them Karachi wraps. Karachi wraps, and I think it's beautiful. I'm so excited for you to taste it and tell me how it tastes with seaweed.
How do you spell that? Seann got it. Karachi wrap. You got it.
Karachi wrap.
Yay!
Honestly, my dad would be so excited. My dad and me are so adventurous with like all the different foods we try together. He would love this. He would love this.
Tell me why Karachi. I thought it was biryani. What's Karachi then?
Karachi is just the city my parents were born in. So I was naming it after the city they were born in.
Got it. Karachi roll. Yes.
Yeah, Karachi roll.
Now I'm gonna have it.
Not wraps. Oh, I'm so silly.
Raw sushi. Karachi wrap. Okay, I'm gonna have it. And
is there wasabi there too?
I didn't bring wasabi because I want to taste this whole thing, because once I have wasabi, I don't taste anything. But I have soy sauce just to make it a little more authentic Japanese. Okay, so I'm going to try it. So I asked Sean to put drum roll so no one has to listen to me chewing. Okay, so Sean, please have the drum roll. Thank you. いただきます。
It's a continuous drum roll. Was it good? Biryani.
Biryani go.
Nice. Is it like spicy? How are you finding it?
Sorry, my piece was huge. It's still in here. I can't swallow. Keep talking.
I'll keep talking. I'm gonna guess how it was. I think it was a bit salty, but spicy. And I think that the outside rice and the seaweed probably helped it cool down, strangely enough. I think, yeah, like cool down the spice. And I think it looked like it rolled really well because we were worried about the rolling of the two different kinds of rice. So I'm very impressed by your rolling technique.
Yes, you nailed it. You nailed it. Yeah. Seriously, like I don't know how spicy it is. It's spicy in my mouth, but because of the sushi rice, it's mild. Like I think most people can handle this spiciness. I'm glad I put a bunch of chicken pieces in there. Helps the texture. Yeah, very good, very good. It does taste like curry for sure. And I wasn't sure. Like I have never tried this dish before. I love curry, but I've never tried this dish before. So very good, very good. I wish you could have it.
I know. I'm very curious about like the mix. Like I was saying, my dad and me are so like adventurous about the things we mix together when we eat. So maybe if I get to go home for Christmas, fingers crossed, I'll make it with my dad. Maybe we'll make our own biryani rolls. Karachi rolls.
Karachi roll. I'm gonna try the rice by itself a little bit.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. Yeah. I just love rice. Honestly, like I love potatoes, I love bread, and I love rice. Honestly, I don't need more than that in life.
Same for me. Yeah. Yeah. Has lots of coriander. How do you say? Pakchi, coriander, cilantro.
There's jeera. There's probably jeera in it too. Yeah. I really see another reason I need my mom to move here so you can taste her version of it. So mom, because
I can have the pink one, purple one, green one, like lots of different colors. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I love that. Yeah, this is really good. So I saw like so many different kinds, like vegetable biryani, chicken biryani, lamb biryani. Like you can mix with so many different things.
Yeah, you can. So my mom usually makes chicken, beef, sometimes if mutton, but like it's usually chicken because
did you say beef? You can. Beef. I thought.
Yeah, you can chicken or beef or mutton. Yeah.
But in India, oh wait, did you?
It's a Catholic, right?
Yeah, so you can have it.
Yeah, but
that's like such an interesting thing for me. In Japan, like there are religions, but like not many people like how do you say like don't practice it. Yeah. That like how do you say? Don't practice it. Yeah. But like there are religions, and so like I believe in some stuff, but not really like worship anything. And so like in some culture, like there's religion, and because of that religion, you don't eat this. Like all those like it's not
India
just the
are a lot like that. India and Pakistan, because there's like Muslims, Hindus, Sikhs, and Catholics that are like all in that area. Everything has to do with your religion, like how you socialize, what you eat, where you live in the city, all has to do with your religion. And so like most of the people I know from like my parents' friends from Pakistan, like I'm pretty convinced that every Catholic Pakistani knows each other because every time we go to church and my mom sees any Pakistani woman, she knows them. It's definitely interesting how much religion affects some cultures and like not others. But I'm not practicing. I'm not. I once we think I turned 18, I stopped practicing as a Catholic myself. So, but it's still important to my parents and stuff. So yeah.
I went to Catholic kindergarten actually. So
Did you?
yeah.
Did you have to
My
wear a
family-
uniform?
I did. I had to wear a uniform. We had like nativity scenes every Christmas. There's a church next to the playground, everything. But that's because my parents were too late to register me for daycare, and I had to go to kindergarten, and that was Catholic. So yeah, that's why I went to Catholic kindergarten. But I learned so much. That's like most of my like religious education came from my kindergarten. So yeah, it's more natural way of learning that in Japan. Like not many people know much about Christianity. So yeah, it was interesting. Yeah. You are interesting. You are. It's like so many elements in you, and like you digest that, and then you live in that. You are interesting, Andrea.
Thank you.
It's
so
awesome.
much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Yay! So success. It was delicious. The dish is delicious. I'm happy. Hope you're happy.
I'm so happy. I'm so excited for my biryani for dinner. And thank you so much for having me on the show. I love your energy. It's what the world needs 10,000 times more is like Ayaka's energy out there because you're a light. Also, I'm so excited to see your kitchen. It's so pretty.
My kitchen. Yeah. Thank you for coming over to my kitchen on the other side of the screen. Thank you. So this has been Ayaka's Kitchen's episode, and right here, right now, you can see donation link for Bad Dog. Bad Dog is doing so much for our community as well as to the world right now that anyone can watch these episodes from all over the world. So yeah, baddogtheater.com/Ayaka's -kitchen. So that is the donation link, and yeah, let's donate money to Bad Dog and keep those shows running. And here's Sean behind all this, doing tech and sound and tech and everything. So thank you, Sean. Sean is the one always like, Sean say something.
Hey, how's it going?
Maybe it's the first time everyone's like hearing us talk. Sean's the one always checking my box for like, do you have chopsticks? Do you have soy sauce? Do you have seaweed? So thank you, Sean.
We'll make the list someday.
We should actually make the list instead of just a mental list. Thank you. And yeah, Andrea, thank you so much again. And everyone watching, thank you. And yeah, so happy. We need this. We need like everyone's unique voices and be yourself. You do you, boo. You do you, boo.
You do you, boo. Yeah.
You do you, boo. Yeah. Yay, thank you.